blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
In the center.
Ooh-wee, y'all.
Uh-oh.
She said she'll be coming back and forth, so
Okay.
We good. Good evening, everybody. I probably grabbed the wrong track. I'm gonna get another track mixed up.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the center. Deep in the building, got Mike Precise, my girl Sharita going back and forth celebrating the birthday boy, and my man D-Ray, the producer, in the building. My family, what's happening? How y'all doing?
What it do?
There she go.
What's going on?
Hey, y'all.
What's up?
It's the OnlyFans MC.
Oh, geez.
What?
The response in the background killed me.
That's where it is. That's where we at. We're on the center.
That was my son.
That
was
exclamation was with passion.
Chip off the whole block.
What? He said, what?
Well, anyway, welcome everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I'm gonna tell you, it is another exciting night here at the center where we are going to pay homage to one of the dopest producers to this day.
Chocolate Boy Wonder.
Look,
No doubt.
Soul Brother #1. If you were to take away all of his music, hip hop would bleed to death.
It would be a super gap.
Hip hop would literally bleed to death if you took away all his music.
That wouldn't even be a cut. That would be like you need a tourniquet.
That would be a gag.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because D-Ray and I were. Go ahead, Sharita. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say hip hop would be on Werefin. Go ahead.
Facts.
You're right. D-Ray and I were talking. It's like this guy is so involved. Like he was in the 80s that he was contributing his production skills.
The sheer volume. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just the shit. And think about it, Mike and Sharita, because Veep and I talked about this. There was a time that it was so much that you almost didn't like it because it was too much. Like
you saturated it.
Every release had a Pete Rock remix. From Public
because he didn't play.
Right, from Public Enemy to Mary J. Blige to Heavy D, and on top of all of that, arguably he produced. And I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna just say it. And if you want to fight me for it, turn your location on. He produced the best hip hop track of all time.
All time.
I mean all time.
And which one is that, D-Ray?
When they reminisce over you, my God.
So you're basing your findings on.
Okay, so before you come for me. So before
I'm not coming for you. I'm a neutrality. I'm a neutrality.
You can't say based on your findings and say you neutral.
I'm a neutrality. Look, I'm really listen. Like stating facts. So that means I'm a neutrality. That means I'm all about the facts. So you're saying the sample selection, the usage of the track, and the longevity and legacy of the track is what you base your findings on.
You know how whenever you hear a song, and you can tell right away that it's dated. You can tell right away, okay, that's 70s, that's 80s, that's the Puffy era, whatever. Yep. You can put on When It Reminisce Over You right now.
It'll still hit.
And it's gonna hit.
Still bop.
It's gonna still hit.
Yeah. That's why I said resonate in the legacy.
Right. And us old heads will have that first 5 second days where you hear that saxophone and you just go,
yeah. Yep.
Facts.
You in the zone with it.
The stories behind the song, that's what I love. The stories behind the song is that definitely sets it apart. The like at the time, again, it's the 90s. Y'all know my disclaimer about me in the 90s. But when I heard that song,
you heard that regardless of your disclaimer.
I've heard lots of music. It's just that I wasn't digging in. It's just that I wasn't really paying attention. You know what I'm saying? There was I wasn't going to clubs. I wasn't, and we was hanging out, but hanging out in a different type of way. You know what I mean? I wasn't in the scene. I wasn't a part of what I used to be a part of at that time. Gotcha. So me hearing it wasn't. I didn't hear it early. You know what I mean? I didn't hear it bow when it came out. It's a different feel. It's a different feel when you get something maybe a little bit late, right?
Yeah.
But when I heard that, it was like yo, D-Ray said, it's like, yo, this is different. This is.
Well, first and foremost, for the uninitiated, y'all, we are talking about Soul Brother number one, the super producer, Mr. Pete Rock himself. That is who we're spotlighting tonight. And number two, Mike, I was working third shift at a gas station, summer of 1992.
My God.
And 102 Jams.
When they reminisce over you, my God.
Absolutely. And I heard it at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it like permeated my soul. I remember where I was, what I was doing when I first heard that track.
I listened to it on the Full Moon Block Party, WNAA.
Right. Oh, right.
Shout out to WNAA.
Shout out to 90.1.
Yeah,
that's the illustrious North Carolina A&T State University in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Now you gotta say it right, Rita.
I'm sorry. The illustrious Agricultural and Technical State University,
North Carolina A&T State University.
There you go.
WNAA 90.1 FM stereo.
Imagine the band.
Greensboro.
And imagine the band in your background.
My God.
So check it, fellas. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start again with our samples. I will start mine this time. I usually start in the end. All I'm telling you now, you're gonna need to ice your neck because y'all finna get your neck bobbing tonight.
Bring it to it.
Neck is good.
Neck is good. All right.
Wait. That ain't Christian. What did you just say? Oh, roll it. Never mind.
What? All of you doing a whop?
I don't think he know. Cut to the track. He don't know. He don't know. Cut to the track.
Leap over lies in a single pound. The Black Prophet, one day I got struck by knowledge of self. It gave me super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorant. He's been trying to take me out since the days of my youth. He feared this day will come. I'm out on his trail, but sometimes he slips away because he has.
Oh my God!
I need that.
Damn.
Facts.
That was strong and in the chest.
You know when a track is really powerful and it hits, it makes your other senses come alive. Like I'm listening to that track.
You heard it, Sharita?
You didn't hear it?
No, but you can tell me the song and I'll know exactly what you're doing.
It was Jaru the Jamager.
Come Clean.
No, the other one. You Can't Stop the Prophet, but it's the remix.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because I know your favorite Jaru song.
Yeah, because honestly, when I heard that, I could smell a fresh pair of Timbs.
And people don't understand. You can smell Timbs,
unlaced,
like a fresh pair of Timbs. I can smell asphalt. Facts. So
fresh out the box.
No doubt. Yeah, so that's definitely my contribution. Jaru the Damager is like one of my. That dude is so underrated. Nobody gave him his flowers. I think that he deserved.
Killer. Maybe we need to talk about him on the center one day and give him his flowers.
We might need to do that.
That sounds like a plan because
make a compilation of artists who have not really received their flowers.
Ooh, we could
like Intelligent Hoodlum, like Jaru the Damager.
Oh yeah.
Intelligent Hoodlum.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Poor Righteous Teacher.
Wow. Yep.
That's
Black Audio too.
Black Moon, big time.
Who got the
I'm gonna pull one out. I'm gonna pull one out that wasn't on that Audio 2. Yeah, I'll give it to him. You know, my group had a little beef with them back in the day.
My man Rich Money in the building. What's up, brother?
What up, Rich?
What up, Rich?
Go ahead, Mike.
So who remembers Redhead Kingpin?
Oh my God! Come on,
me.
Come on. Now.
Remember, I told you I was fierce for the light skins. Of course, I remember Redhead Kingpin.
Freckles and all, freckles and everything.
Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
Yes, indeed.
So,
I will never ever think about them like that again.
Let's keep this party rolling because that first song just got our ears ready. So this is Sharita's pick.
Let me take you on a journey through Carmel City with CL's God and the ladies gotta hit me off. Ballin' on the set now, baby, what's the matter? When all this is hot sex served on the platter. Into my flow so I could hit this show with something rugged. It's mainly how all the honeys dug it like every single day and bounce around the way. And chicks are never waiting when the bodies start marinating. We expand and players land to unknowns determine.
Oh. Man,
you know it's almost torture to stop these tracks.
I know, having these little fragmented tracks.
And the ladies want to hit me off. What?
CL was the man. I love his flow, man. His flow is
for real.
Yeah.
My man Rich in the building. Thank you for coming to hang out with us, bro. So,
can I say something about this particular thing?
By all means.
The main ingredient was one of the very first hip hop albums that I was introduced to in its entirety.
Mm-hmm.
This thing was fire from top to bottom. Carmel City. It's like one of my favorite tracks. Simply because of the vibe, the sound. He took you on a journey into Carmel City. And even though he was talking real raggedy about chicks in the song,
real raggedy,
real raggedy,
we loved it. You're like, yeah, you know, because we ain't know no better. But at the same time, that's hip hop. Whenever you just totally unadulterated, there's an innocence, yet a sophistication about the vibe, and I think that's what Pete Rock has always brought.
I feel that. All right, y'all. So let's see here.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
Let me know before you play mine, because mine got a story attached to it.
I don't know which one it is. It's not the Nas one. Track, and I'm going way back.
Okay. So let me set the scene.
Go ahead.
I'm in Upward Bound.
Shout out
to Upward Bound.
I got Upward Bound story too, bro.
Yeah, it's summer of 1989. We are on our college tour trip in Washington D.C.
Boom.
Heading to Howard University, and we hear this on the radio, and we realize how backwards North Carolina was.
Dorothy, you were not in Kansas anymore.
We heard that, and we were on the bus going, "Yo, what's that?" It didn't get to North Carolina until like I want to say maybe later on that year, or maybe even early 1990s.
I didn't hear that until, I'm telling you, you said 89. That means I was in like the 7th grade. I didn't hear that to the 8th grade.
Right. And also that was the first time we saw the electric slide at Howard University campus. And so
wow,
that song will always have a place in my heart, man. For real.
Yeah. That's the age I was, college age back then at 89.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was.
You was in college at 89, Mike?
I should have been, but I wasn't.
I should have been. Because I was in college at 88, so it's not that far off.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
You know,
y'all got me
89.
Y'all got me feeling mighty young.
That's
up in
good.
here.
No, you good.
Oh, you the baby in the group. For real.
89.
Because I just said I was in middle school.
89 was a good year. 89
and for those of y'all who don't know, junior high. All right.
That part.
Ooh.
89 was a great year.
89 was a good year.
89 was the most. 88, 89, and 90, 91 were the highlights of my life for hip hop, the awakening of hip hop. And Pete Rock, CL Smooth, that whole movement, the whole groovement. I like to say the groovement.
I love that.
Totally.
That's
totally captivated my life.
You took like the words out of my mouth.
Like D-Ray said, the South was kind of slow with it. We were still listening to our parents' music. Primarily still listening to our parents' music.
They still doing that now.
Like, and even I'm talking about yacht rock. I'm talking about soft rock and pop rock. And we didn't have, we had the R&B, but that's probably primarily from our parents' record players and family gatherings, cookouts and things.
My guy.
Cassettes, 8 tracks in the whip, right?
Right.
We didn't really, we didn't have any urban flair. And especially for our demographic. But once hip hop hits, oh my God. Yeah, man. I will never forget those times.
Yeah, like I said before, them drug deals coming down there. Y'all should have had it. Y'all had it.
Well, that's the thing.
Them Virginia.
That's the only way we got it was when people dropped stuff off at like the DJs or like at the side stores or like School Kids Records. Shouts out to School Kids Records. I think D-Ray would know who School Kids Records is. Who would get people coming from up north bringing music down here. Of course, Peaches was going to get acclimated with the flow because they wanted to go ahead and present everything that was coming out.
Yes, sir.
What's the other one, D-Ray, that was down here?
In Greensboro,
North Carolina.
Record Exchange.
There it is.
Camelot was down here.
There it is.
Camelot Records.
Yeah.
Those are your big in-store spots, man. We did like I said, 89. Well, 89, 90. Those were for my group. Those were 2 really good years.
Because kids was wanting to get the vinyl. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry. I'm going to step on you. I'm just getting excited.
Those record stores y'all mentioned, that was in the day of when you did your little promo tour.
Yep.
You gotta hit those record stores.
Shouts out to Willies.
People know that's how the only way people gonna know you who you are. Yeah. That's the only way that's the only way people gonna know who the artists are. The new artists, the people without the, if you ain't got no $250,000, $300,000, $400,000 budget, you better hit them stores. You better go to them local clubs.
Yeah.
Please listen to my demo.
And look, and for the uninitiated, 89, 90, you still had mom and pop stores that you could walk in and sign a consignment deal and get you can say your record is in a store, but it might be, Uncle Willie's on Market Street, but it was in a store somewhere.
It was in somebody's store.
That's the way. That is the way. Like the Mandalorian, this is the way, bro. That's how you made it.
Imagine this, guys.
That's how you made it work.
Imagine the influx. Go ahead,
go ahead.
Mike.
No, the
Imagine
same.
that.
Y'all gonna be
The
doing
records.
this.
You go, Sharita. You got it. I'm just
Real quick,
piggybacking
real
on what y'all saying.
Check it out, because we're just so excited. I love how hip hop still makes us excited after all of these years. I was trying to say that imagine the influx of money and just people being overwhelmed about these kids going to get albums to scratch on.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? The vinyl industry was just like booming,
Right.
because of how hip hop came on the scene. I'm talking about nationwide and eventually worldwide.
Can I piggyback on that real quick? Probably another idea for a show. We need to explore the brands that hip hop actually saved, right? Because hip hop
started and created it.
Right. Hip hop saved vinyl. Let's just keep it a buck with you. Hip hop saved vinyl. Hip hop saved Timberland. Hip hop
and brought it back.
Hip hop saved Coca-Cola.
Yep.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy. So yeah.
They wouldn't give up no money at first. They wouldn't give up nothing at first. Adidas, none of them.
Adidas is the first thing we'll talk about.
Exactly.
Oh boy. Yeah, Adidas got saved.
Yep.
I like Nike, but wait a minute. The neighborhoods are poor, so put some money in it.
And Pete did that remix. And Pete did that remix.
And Pete did the remix.
And gave everybody a lane to travel, like Le Coq Sportif. Nobody knew who the hell they was till Will Smith said it. And then they started wearing them.
You just had us trying to be different. That was just people like me that I don't want to wear what everybody wearing. Let me go find something different. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, don't get me started on that. Oh, Sharita, please.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, the gear.
Yeah.
Parasuco. Who heard of Parasuco? We was wearing Lee jeans down here, right, Danny?
Facts.
Lee's for life.
We was wearing Wranglers. If we're gonna keep it real, if we gonna
keep it a buck,
if you gonna keep it a buck,
Rustler.
We was wearing Wranglers, and look, and we was wearing Bugle Boy. We're not gonna keep
Bugle Boy. Oh,
let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
I give it the Home Alone face.
Wait, Sharita, what was that name? What was them jeans you just said? I don't know what that is.
I said Parasuco jeans.
Yeah, Parasuco.
That was for the ladies, bro. That was for the ladies.
Rich was in the 501s.
Them 501s.
501s. Now, when I don't know, Danny, do you remember Mershon? You remember Mershon at Carolina Circle Mall?
Of course I do.
Okay, so when the 501s came out at Mershon in colors, oh my God!
And then, see, that was their response to cross colors. So you probably need to do a show also.
Everybody did that for them.
On apparel and fashion. Oh, we're gonna run it down, Danny. We gotta run it down.
Because look, you had to have a Coca-Cola shirt in just about every color.
Oh, I had a few of them.
Cross colors, right?
Cross colors.
And this was pre-sneaker, really. So you did have some.
Fair, true.
You did have some Air Jordans.
We wore Chucks with them.
Somebody wore Chucks. Somebody wore Adidas the shell toe.
Shell top.
Yeah.
Tretorn. I was in
the Tretorns, yes. I never had them, but yeah.
I'm country, all right? I said Tretorn.
Yeah.
No, dude,
what you say, Mike? What you say, Mike?
Sharita, we did not know how to properly pronounce that stuff anyway.
So how you say it, Nietzsche? How would you say it, Nietzsche?
I said Tretorns. The Le Coq Sportif, when you really found out how to really say it, he's like, oh no, it's French. So, you got to figure out how they said it.
You gotta say it right.
Le Coq Sport, what? And the Lottos, the Lottos with the Velcro symbol, you could take the symbol.
What about Elises?
Hold on. Sharita, I'm really about to take you back. Do you remember Ativo's Four Seasons Mall?
Yes.
On the third
That's
floor.
what Four Seasons. Yes.
Local.
Ativo's had. They had the patent leather slippers
with the laces.
Yeah, the patent leather
with the ribbon laces.
Yeah, you used to wear the patent leather slippers because you do
with
the
the
James
Kwame
Brown.
pants.
Yeah, you would wear them either with the Kwame pants or the baggy shorts and
Or
the
the
silk,
MC Hammer pants.
and the silk shirt with the things in the side, man.
Was y'all rocking penny loafers?
You about to make me tear up, bro.
Was y'all rocking penny loafers? When did y'all get into? We done forgot about Pete, man. Oh my gosh! But when did y'all step into house music? When did y'all step into house music? And was people rocking? Was y'all rocking penny loafers?
Pump Up the Jam was my first house music experience.
Set It Off was mine.
I can't.
Set It Off.
You know, because
it was like dance music. It played in the clubs, played in house.
I'm gonna say somewhere around 86, 87.
And see, I didn't hit hip hop or anything until 88.
I was big into like the LA electro hip hop movement.
Okay, because all of that is a part of my Upward Bound story, bro. That's a part of my Upward Bound story.
My parents were in control of my listening pleasures until about 88 when they couldn't control me. When I found hip hop on the AM station, the gospel station is like, oh, they play gospel at this certain time, but I know they're playing hip hop from 4 to 6.
I love it. Oh snap!
Hey,
if you were hold on. If you were from the Triad, North Carolina, and right around 82, 83, when they refused to play hip hop, there was this pirate station that I still to this day don't know where this was. But it was on an AM station, and at the right time, at about a little bit after midnight, for 2 straight hours, it was nothing but hip hop.
And how did it sound though? Did it sound like,
Oh, it sounded like crap. But you know what? If you thirsty, dirty water tastes good.
Word up, that's all you could get.
None but minerals and vitamins.
Like Kool-Aid with no sugar.
Backwash.
Like Kool-Aid with no sugar.
That hot.
Can I have a refill?
Garden hose water. That hot garden hose water. That's what it was.
Yes.
All right, family.
There it is.
This one is Mike's track. Mike's pick, rather. Check it out.
No doubt.
Choice, Mike.
Have y'all heard that?
Way to punch him in the face, Mike.
Have y'all heard that? Mike? Yeah. And then, oh, good. Do y'all know what that is? Do you know what you heard? Do you know what you heard? When I look, man, look. Veep came to my house trying to help me out with my whack internet. I said, yo, you gotta hear this. This was, what was this, like maybe 4, 5, 6 months ago or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
And we sat there, how many times? We listened to it like twice, I think, right?
At least.
Something like that. I'm like, yo, do you know what that is? Do you know what this man turned into a song? That's a sample from Bruce Lee. I think it's Return of the Dragon.
Oh, it sure is.
The way that that corny movie soundtrack music.
He touched anything.
Yo, you talk about stopping.
Blown.
You talking about stopping in your tracks. I was like,
that sure is.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute.
No doubt.
There's no emoji for that. There's no emoji for that. To describe how I look. The brother he is thick with the samples. He's sick with the samples because he comes from the school of Marley Marl, right? He comes from Marley Marl school, and then hanging and being around Dilla, being around I hear him talk about Large Pro,
Uh-oh. Did he go in the Matrix?
For records.
Yes.
Who, me?
You're good. You're back.
You good?
Am I good?
You're good.
You're good.
I'm
You're good.
pop like it? I'm pop like it? Okay.
You're good.
But
Nah,
to speak to your point, yeah, to speak to your point though, I mean, think about it. And man, we having so many ideas about future shows. There is a distinct difference in producers who started off as DJs,
Yes.
Correct.
who have a DJ sort of vernacular, as opposed to somebody who is just who's just a sampler or whatever. Because
Right.
Pete Rock puts his stuff together like a DJ.
Yes.
Can I say this real quick?
Yes, please.
To cite these facts from Wikipedia, it states he began scratching after his first cousin Floyd Myers, the older brother Heavy D, teaching him how to DJ.
Mhm.
At
Facts.
17,
I knew that.
he learned how to make beats with the SP 1200
Yeah.
Boom.
Watching.
that Freddie
And look,
Fox
and-
gave him. Freddie
Yes.
Fox gave him his first SP.
Yes.
And for the uninitiated, for all you hip hop heads of the early 90s that want to get on the ASR 10, that EMU was the ASR 10's daddy. Okay?
Yes.
Facts.
That was the first
Yeah.
the first ability to break it up a little bit, break up the sample a little bit, you know.
And you know
What
you know
was
when
it?
you
Eight?
can-
It was 8-track sequencer? Was it?
Yep. And you can tell because that symbol, if you go back and really do a deep dive on Pete Rock's tracks, that symbol on that SP 1200 is very, very distinct. You're gonna hear that symbol
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
ASR went hard.
Rich know his stuff, man.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He got
he's a producer.
He got a
music
signature.
producer.
But what I also like about great producers is they can trick you. They can step out of their signature, you know. I can't say, you can say from time to time. It's like I guess dudes do it at will
Ninth
whenever
Wonder
they want.
snuck and did that. Ninth
Yeah.
Wonder snuck and did that because he was
Yeah.
real heavy on the Fruity Loops, and then he switched over to the machine real quick. And you didn't even really tell unless you were a Ninth Wonder connoisseur.
Mhm.
He was literally doing tutorials on YouTube on how to finesse the Fruity Loops once he learned to master it. And then you could actually tell the difference between how and why he made the change to console.
Them two, Pete. For me, Pete and Ninth Wonder are they're like soundtrack guys. They're like their music. Their
Absolutely.
music is life. If you took these dudes and time traveled them back to the '60s, they fit right in. '70s,
Absolutely.
they fit right in. They would be futuristic dudes, but the music, the way they do their sounds and music it's like you could tell how much these dudes love blaxploitation movies. Bottom line, I mean, come on.
Yes.
I mean, you know what though? I know Veep, I know you about to drop something, but Pete Rock and there are a handful like him. To me, they are culture producers. It's bigger than the beat. It's bigger than the music. It is
I'm a piggyback.
culture.
I'm a piggyback off Danny. His first hip hop experiment exposure was with Marley Marl on WBLS at 13.
He got put on.
Imagine how wild that is to really be in like the most popular radio station, listen to radio shows, having that exposure at your fingertips. Like, that's mind-blowing.
That would literally be like watching James Brown in the 60s, being in the booth with James Brown, watching him put stuff together. That's what
he was the kid. But remember, Pete was the kid. He was the new kid. He was Hev's little cousin who could rock.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. He was Hev's little cousin that could rock. Those were my radio stations.
Yep.
And shout out to the
my radio
Bronx.
stations that I listened to.
Bronx, born and bred.
But, that was for all boroughs and Jersey. Everybody, that's who you listen to. You listen to Kiss and BLS at that time. The WHBI was old, and then you had little, which was been gone. That was the first. You know, when you were a kid, you don't realize what you're listening to, but that was the first. HBI played hip hop I think, first as the big station. But you always had the college. You always had the college station.
Oh,
People could rock on the college. You could play stuff and rock hip hop on the college stations, but you come to BLS and Kiss. That's the big time. That's the big time. So to have this teenage guy, I didn't know. I didn't know who no Pete Rock was.
He was dumb young. Like New York would say, he was dumb young, yo. Oh, Troy saying, yo.
Let me call a timeout so I can keep this moving because y'all, hey,
I
love the chemistry. I love the conversation. I just, I gotta play ref and dad.
It's all love. It's all love.
Absolutely.
So check it out. I wanted to show this young brother, which I know you guys have probably seen him a lot on Instagram, YouTube, all the reels and stuff. This is a brother that is like the new generation beatbox as well as desk beats. This kid is amazing. Check him out. Boy, that dude got his own thing going on, man.
Absolutely. His manual dexterity is over the top.
That part.
Look, I mean, for all of us that are a certain age, how many times have we see dudes at school
doing that same thing?
That had mad
not that same thing.
That's how the ciphers got started. That's how the ciphers got started, Danny.
But check it out though. I've been in music a long time. I have never been able to get a bass drum to sound like what the whatever you call the desk, whatever that material is, on that part. I'm not even offended. But I cannot reproduce that kick drum nowhere. That kick drum is just like, it just hits.
You ain't asked AI yet?
No, I ain't asked AI yet.
I ain't even gonna say nothing.
Oh man, somebody gonna do it, bro.
You already know.
Somebody gonna do it.
You know it.
All right. So now we're going to the second round.
You know what? You should do it. If anybody's gonna get paid, let us over 40-ish, 45-ish people get the money.
Let Terrence Howard do it.
Let Terrence Howard do it.
Nah, man.
He ain't no music guy. He ain't no music dude. He ain't no music
dude. He DJ, yo. He DJ.
He DJ. Let D-Ray get the loot, get the bag, get the cash,
D-Ray,
get the loot.
not DJ, D-Ray.
D-Ray. Make it up. Teach the AI, learn how to do the prompts and all that, D. And you do it. You make
a piece to the AI.
You come up with all these old sounds and stuff that ain't nobody gonna be thinking about, and then you put the thing. I don't know what they call it. You buy a little a package of stuff. I don't even know what it's called. I look like I'm holding up a crack vial or something. But I'm selling jumbo.
Damn, we be running the gamut.
Save your boy and play something.
Yeah, I'm gonna play mine.
Take me to the corner.
I'm just saying, the old people need to get this money because y'all guys are the ones that know the stuff.
You're right.
You're right.
Y'all the ones that know it all.
There it is.
I actually might do that, but go ahead, y'all.
All right, here we go. This is my track.
Yo, well on your market, get set. Can't forget to go. In case you didn't know, the flow is fat like Joe. Yo, you nigga didn't know that I'm back, man. You whack, man. I eat a rapper like a Pac-Man. I figured you bring it straight from the cellar. Varela, packing more hits than Lupinella. I swallow, nigga in his eye. If he test me, you don't impress me. Yo, books kick the rest. G. One time. Hey, yo, what up?
Oh, that was real hip hop with DOS effects.
That was nasty.
Oh,
yeah.
See, it's too much.
DOS effects.
Again, it's not fair.
Hop, you don't stop.
It's yeah.
Real hip hop.
It's not
Yeah.
fair. Wait till we explore.
I can hear it in my head.
Now, Mike, I know you and I would know this story or understand this story because my man Josh, when he had his 2 turntables, right?
Yeah.
He had that album back in the house, back in his house, and that was the one I always loved listening to, man.
And didn't tell me first when he was getting rid of them turntables.
Yeah,
I was low key mad. I was low key mad at Josh because it's like, dog, you don't.
Josh, you need to be a guest on the center. Mike got a beef to squat.
No, that's my man. That's my man. But it's like you didn't grow up how I grew up. You don't do that. Man.
No, you don't do that.
You're supposed to keep. You're supposed to keep.
Did he sell them to somebody else? He sold them to someone else.
He sold
them.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, but wasn't me though.
Was there a need? Was there a need that you were aware of at the time for him to sell these? Because those are like timeless items.
He wasn't using them. That's what I remember. It's just stopped really using them.
So he couldn't have let his homeboy Mike use them, huh?
He just didn't know. You don't know if you don't grow up the way we grow up. You don't know rules like that. You don't know stuff like that.
Don't y'all love how Sharita tried to save old boy and tried to give him a chance, and then went ahead and just pushed him on off the plane.
That's part of me and my unbiased correspondence method.
There we go.
Unbiased correspondence.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
All right, next we got Sharita's pick, so let's go ahead and drop this.
So,
check it out. Yo, 1, 2. Check it out. Escapism.
All right, before everybody start, special shout out to Barber Park in Greensboro, Salem Park in Winston-Salem, and Washington Terrace Park in Highpoint. Because that track right there, is what
lit the barbecue up.
Oh my God, that was the Sunday afternoon bottom of the park track right there.
Summer '95.
Oh my gosh.
What was it?
Sharita, the one was it Carmel City?
One was Carmel City and one was Searching.
Okay,
Searching. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. That's smooth.
Listen, that's the whole. Have you ever heard that album, hun?
What's up, Tone? That's
Main
Tony
Ingredient.
Payne.
What's up, Tony Payne?
What's up, man?
DJ, my old DJ, Tony Payne in the building.
Have you ever heard Main Ingredient, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say take a Sunday. That's house cleaning music right there. That'll make you clean.
I was going to
slow you down or speed you up, one or the other.
I was going to talk trash if you picked 2 tracks off the same CD, but you know what? It was still dope.
Only because I know that you guys were going to go all the other places, so I just really went with my favorites.
Yeah.
I really that to think about the show and what we're doing here with the whole aspect of honoring Pete Rock, I had to take it back to where I first loved him. And that's where I first loved him, that album. It kind of got, I'm dating myself again. We didn't have Google and all these other search engines and things. True. We might have had Ask Jeeves, but Jeeves wasn't telling us anything.
And that barely
Jeeves
worked.
wasn't telling us anything about hip hop. And so, I didn't know anything else at the time. And so, once I learned something a certain way, and I usually keep with it. Just like that's why me working Fruity Loops 21 point, whatever the hell we at now, was hard for me at first because I started with Fruity 4. Go. Or just playing Madden. I use Blitz ABC. That's my gaming ability, Troy.
There you go.
Boy.
That technique worked though.
That's it. Listen, 7 out of 10 plays, I'm gonna get your ball.
That's it.
Anyway,
Hey, look, drop the next song before I say something.
All right, this D-Ray's piece.
Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine.
I sip the Don Pete, watching Gandhi till I'm charged and right.
Whose world is this?
I'm mad because I didn't know he produced that. I knew he was involved in that project. I did not know. And then, like, I was today years old.
That's right there.
I thought that was Large Pro.
Nope, that was Pete.
He did a lot. I mean, he did most of Nas, but Pete did it.
I know.
Uh-huh.
He snuck one in, and that one is the illest. That was one of the illest. Oh God, I'm tongue tied. Say something, D-Ray.
No, I mean, real talk.
I was today years old. You don't understand. This is emotional for me.
Hey, it is what it is. It's all love. I mean, think about it. We're talking about somebody that we've already said is a culture producer. I mean, how many songs has this man touched that immediately takes us back somewhere?
Facts.
Where was you at where you first heard The World Is
This?
Where was you at? You know what I mean?
Mine.
What was you doing?
When I was selling drugs.
Oh boy.
Dang.
And that was a bad place. But I'm saying it was a place of power.
Wait. The views and opinions of those on the
We had a disclaimer at the beginning, and I'm not going to take it much further because that's not a part of my life I like to delve into. I'll create an imaginary story and write a play or something to expound on that lifestyle.
You ain't got to do that because statute of limitations don't wore off on that. You know.
Oh yeah, that was like last century ago, right?
I mean, for real. Hey, look, as long as you ain't caught no bodies or nothing.
Yeah, I say, look,
that's
man.
when they gave the formula. They gave the firm gave the formula. I'm sorry, at least Foxy Brown did. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if Foxy Brown knew the formula, I should know the formula. See what hip hop do? No, I'm just playing.
Good Lord.
I'm saying help you explore parts of life that you would not otherwise explore.
That part.
National Geographic.
Tupac told me I needed a thug.
Oh boy. Roll that beautiful beat footage.
All right, y'all.
It was a suggestion. That was a suggestion.
No, Mike didn't say when he first heard it. When did you first hear the song that we just played?
Whose world is this?
Road trip.
Everything was on
a road trip because it was my cousin. My cousin put me on to Nas. And what was it? Was it a CD Walkman? No, she might have. It's probably in her CD Walkman.
Yeah. Sony.
And she showed it. And she showed it to me. This is not Nas. I'm like, Nas. Okay, because we're in Florida. I mean, I had already been in Florida. This is 90s, so yeah. I came to Florida in the end of 90, right? So my entire 90s was here. So I didn't know. I was
working at Applebee's when this was out. This is
like
my cousin Kim. My cousin Kim.
High Point. Yeah. I was working at Applebee's, and I think I first heard it. I remember it being cold, so it must have been either fall or winter or '94.
Timberland weather. You had some Timbs.
Yeah. And that is why every time I hear this song, I feel like a chill, because it's like it takes me somewhere.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, like
that sample is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
For real.
Well,
and for the technology that he had at the time to sample these tracks, his eye was impeccable. People don't understand, real quick, guys. People don't understand how important it is to cut the sample properly. Stretch it out, guys. Stretch it out, guys. Get that line because it makes a difference.
Stretch it out.
It totally makes a difference. And he was very, very pristine with his.
That's real studio work back then, bro.
Yeah, that's an actual
Absolutely.
splice. Splicing.
Rewinding and fast forwarding. Cut it right there. That's studio work.
All right, here we go. Mike, precise pick.
Still wildin', I'm still violent. I've been waiting for this moment like Phil Collins. For all my life, I've been strife for the strife. Hyper than hyper, fighting the finest. Like tonight is the night, and I ain't even trying to let a nigga slide. I've been dying to get a guy to dare to try, not prepare to die. I rush your crib like a Jehovah's Witness. Load up and explode your infant. Hold up, did you notice my heroic entrance? I'm so relentless in this field of rap. Everything is real in fact. Fully back by bullies who be peeling caps.
Oof, big pun with the lyrics.
Okay, so it was the verbal murder joint.
Yeah.
So again, do y'all know what y'all heard in that song?
No. Please
He's
tell
a
us.
I do.
sample ninja. He's a freaking sample ninja.
I love it.
That's Fat Albert.
That is it.
That's Fat Albert.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, go back and watch Fat Albert. Every time they was in trouble, every time something was about to happen, it's the same music that Cosby and put on. Every time something was about to happen,
And really,
something bad to happen.
it's the same sample as ODB did with Brooklyn Zoo.
Yep,
Yeah.
and they just changed it a little bit.
I just listened to that album the other morning when I got off work. Please, y'all, if you ever get a chance, listen to the ODB. Wasn't that his only album?
No, he had a second one that had that track.
I thought that was like an EP or something. Okay, I got you.
Album. The Superstar one with him and Maya and Khalees and the Money thing and whatever. Yeah.
Got you. But the first album, guys, the one with
had his issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Those
first
songs
one that
that
had
we heard on the radio.
Wu-Tang sync on it.
Yeah, the song. Oh, go ahead, V.
I'm sorry. So what I was going to tell y'all, I had taken all of our 3 picks and I had made a single track giving honorary mention to the other Pete Rock songs that we weren't able to put together. So let's take a list.
Hold it now. Come on. Another Pete Rock remix. Check it out. Check it out. I testified, my mama cried. DMC and Jam Master down with the game. Hardcore like you never saw. Down with the game. Hardcore like you never saw. Down with the game. Hardcore like you never saw. Down with the game. DMC and Jam Master down with the game. Hardcore like you never saw. Down with the game. Hardcore like you never saw. Down with the game. Hardcore like you never saw. Down with the game. Down with the king for years about 10 of them.
All right, let's bring to the stage.
Yeah, Your Highness, live from the bricks, 1-6. Peak wide, bang your head, break the drumsticks. Verbal assault, rhymes ripple through the mix. Specialist with the smash hits, catch your flicks. Savagely attack this, blast with accurate aim. Spark the flame, burn this in proper vein. Ride tracks like a soul train, hold your brain in the state of shock. Make them drop, it's a cold game. I bang with the
Could you be lonesome for me? Are you lonesome like me?
I thank God for the day and my cousin Ajay and the one that got away. Radio
sucker, never play me. Triple shade of black, then my bleach should never fade me. They say he crazy, New York raised him in the 80s. Killer catch administration, gangster renovation, Puna isolation, Asian ill communication, Asian Marble, fiber active, pestilential, microscopic soul, sonic remedy, clinic right in the street.
When they reminisce over you, my God. When I take back, I recall a man off the family tree. My right hand, Papa Doc, I see.
Oof. Man.
Remember you said something about necks hurting, needing ice for necks?
That part.
Jesus, you did it all at once.
Yeah, man.
You know, we too old to be bopping like that, Troy, without stretching.
You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, like I said, has to be one of the top, I'll say top 5 hip hop producers of all times.
All time. I concur.
Yeah. I got in a conversation last night with my brother-in-law, who I really would love for him to get on the podcast. You know, he's you know, we'll see. But he's a percussion guy. No, serious. He's a serious music dude. He's a serious music dude, for real.
Gotcha.
But he you know, I said Pete or Preem. I said Pete or Primo, which that's you know, that's an ongoing thing. You know, them dudes is tight. They cool together. They've done stuff together. They've been on the same shows and all this stuff together. And people say the same. And people say that. And people have done that. Interviews and such. But I take Pete. I take Pete. My man, my brother-in-law took Primo, and he had all his reasons. And I'm like, okay. I still say Pete.
I mean, but you got to think about it.
For me, it's Pete.
You got to think about it. That's a hard. That's hard. That's hard.
Okay, let's everybody name their top 5 then, right quick. Can we do that, V? Do we have time for that? I'm talking about not just, you know, we already know we all got hot air. I'm talking about just like name the names. Don't talk about them. Don't say why we love them. You know, we passionate about our thing. And I'm talking to myself, guys. I'm talking to me really, because I'll go all through the.
I mean, we could just name them, but we won't go.
I can't do it fast. I can't do it fast.
I'm gonna do mine.
Okay,
I'm gonna do mine.
About this? Let's save it for another show.
Okay, we can do that.
That works better because that's
really our worth. Everybody get 25 seconds.
Because you can bring up Hank Shockley in the Bomb Squad.
Did he say Hank Shockley?
I did, and you can bring up Easy Mo B.
We could even talk about.
Go ahead. You can bring up Marley Marl. You can bring up. Oh my God, I can't think right now.
DJ
Larry
Quick
Smith.
and the West Coast movements.
You bring up Larry Smith, who arguably is one of the architects. Where did Mike go?
He ran away. It's 9:02.
Oh well, yeah. You know what? Last one in, first one out. Anyway, boom.
That's crazy. Oh, my man said RZA. You right, Rich.
Listen, I want to do RZA next. That's what I wanted to say earlier when we were talking about, like you said, Woo stuff. I think you said Woo stamp on the ODB, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another one.
RZA is a scientist, so
he's a scientist.
Yeah, he is a scientist. So that's a hard conversation. I can't do 5, and seeing my 5 would change every day, depending on my mood.
No, I feel you. I feel you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Jazzy Faye might be my favorite one day.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? One day on one day out of 365. So then, you're right about they change daily.
Yeah, and then you got to throw Dr. Dre in there.
That's what I said. I'm about to say world class working crew. We have to go back to those dimensions.
Yeah, you got to throw that in there. Oh my gosh,
man. Yeah, it's not an easy selection to be flipping about at all.
No.
Then we have to go Black Milk. Then we have to go Odyssey. Then we have to go.
Shout out to Odyssey. Shout out to Nicolay. Shout out to Foreign Exchange. Shout out to
Hey,
Fonte.
20 years. Foreign exchange has been in full effect for 20 years. Shouts out to Fonte Coleman. He claimed Triangle area and Raleigh and whatnot, but he's from Greensboro, guys.
He is from the borough.
We even know about
He graduated
Pharrell
from the
and
same high
Neptune.
school.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Pharrell and Neptunes.
Timberland.
Timberland. Missy Elliott, which we just did
duck-
her.
The whole
Oh,
wow.
my man Tone said 45 King. No doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt, Tone. God, dog. And
What
my man,
did-
I'm gonna give my man Tony.
Is she
Tony had to do this
sideways?
also.
Sideways in the Matrix?
Oh yeah, her. I don't know what happened. We got
All right.
everybody just slowly phasing out.
Well, we might as well
No,
go
I'm
ahead.
here.
wrap
I'm
this up.
here. No, I'm here. I hit my phone by mistake because I was trying to swipe someone away, and then I actually swiped y'all away instead.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's kind of hard.
Leave me alone, Danny.
That's
We're
kind of
gonna have
hard.
a center. We're gonna have the center roast one day. That's what we're gonna do.
You do not want this work.
So
don't
Danny,
want this
Danny
work.
can get it all off his chest because his face say everything. Oh
You
look,
do
look.
not-
He
you don't
turned
want
his
this
phone
work.
around too. Look, he just came back out of the Matrix too. You saw that shit?
Is it over? Did I miss
No.
it?
He stopped at the Matrix and said, "Is it over? Is it over?"
He literally, it was like Neo waking up going,
Did you see that?
you die in the Matrix. What, do you die here? And
You
Morpheus
know
is
what?
like, the body
We should
cannot
do-
live without the mind.
You know what? On that note, we should do some hip hop related movies too. Why not?
Ooh, like Above the Rim. Totally.
What happened to What happened
New
to
Jersey
Neo?
Totally. Totally.
And why did Neo have to take the pill again in this last Matrix movie? Why he had to take it again?
Because he wanted to
What
go
you think,
another
Angie?
place.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Again.
He wanted to
All
go
right.
another place, mate.
No sidetracks. I'm Captain Sidetrack. Sorry.
We all need to take our ADD meds and come back next week to the center.
Captain ADD. MC ADD.
Oh, wow. I like that.
MCADD. Yo.
Hey.
Wow, y'all wild.
He picked some great samples, but he can't pay attention for it.
Listen, and I step on toes. I be trying to get my thought out, but
And
shoot, my therapist told me, you know, that's because I wasn't. My therapist told me it's because I wasn't listened to when I was young. So you know, I'm working on that. I'm doing this work.
Okay.
Here comes the toe stepper, murderer, the lyrical gangster, murderer.
So Sharita, what do you want to tell the people as we head out?
Oh man, just keep on exploring hip hop. This gives you a good little nudge into the life and times and creation of Pete Rock. He is definitely pivotal in hip hop and the culture. As a culture producer, as D-Ray would say, check him out. Go to YouTube and just hit in Pete Rock and start cleaning your house. Your house will be spick and span.
Because you got plenty of music to listen.
If you get it done.
D-Ray, what you got to say to the people, bro?
Hey, this is one of them shows, man, that we probably could have did a whole nother hour, but
Easily.
shout out to everybody that's out there grinding. And in the words of Nas, I wish you the best, even if you wish me the opposite.
What?
Wow. Bam. Mike
Dang.
Forsyth, what would you like to share to the people before we head out?
My dude Tone said 45 King.
Yes, sir.
This brother Rich Man, Max Steps, RZA.
That RZA.
There's too many. There's like I say,
Wait a minute.
like I be saying, man. It's for some of these dudes. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's too many. It's
You too
too many
rich.
joints.
Thank you for coming by.
It's too many joints. It's but that's the way we want it, ain't it? Ain't that the way we want hip hop? That's the way we want hip hop to be.
The way it should be.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
One thing though, I was reminded every time I go digging, right, and trying to get information and watch interviews, I'm always reminded of the one hit wonder type of songs, the producers that may have produced those songs, guys that maybe put one album out and one song off the album was dope. But
Dang.
you got one. But you know what I'm saying? That's a reality of the genre that we love. You got everybody ain't gonna be a RZA, Primo, large pro. I mean, everybody. There's a lot of people ain't gonna have hit after hit after hit with multiple artists, and all of this stuff.
That's the talents.
Yes, that's a part of the beauty of music, is that you may have some obscure person from somewhere, and they do one song. Or you may have a musician that's a part of a song, and that one contribution to that from that one musician, and D-Ray, this is definitely true, that one thing that one person does that's a part of a song becomes iconic.
Okay. I know we gotta go. I know we gotta go. I know you got an example. Of course I do.
He about to dissect it.
Let's go.
Dr. D-Ray, the producer.
Jazzy B, producer, Soul to Soul. That beat from '89 all through the '90s
drove us crazy.
Look, we could talk
and I
about
hope he got
right
his
now,
money from it.
We could talk about right now the entrance in Belly, the movie Belly, because that's a hip hop movie we need to talk about. When they walking in to Back to Life, the acapellas, and when them drums hit, and we was in the movie theater, and like Rich said, man, it still hit.
I can't think of her name. Why can't I? I got her
Karen
autograph
Wheeler.
back in the day. Karen Wheeler, man. Karen Wheeler got signed to EMI after us. Karen Wheeler got a fat budget, by the way, which we didn't, but she was Karen Wheeler.
I thought that's not what I thought you was gonna say.
Brother, no, I think they gave that girl close to $1 million, bro.
But think about
at that time, that was large.
And what happened? But still, because it was Karen Wheeler.
That first record,
that sold the soul. That sold the soul.
Her first solo record was classic, but we need to land this plane.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mike, we're going to another hour.
I'm sorry. That's absolute the club. Fact. That song torched the club.
Bruh.
Torched it.
Bruh. See, you keep going, and now I'm going to have
Call
to
the fire marshal.
I'm going to have to say something else. Aggie Fest, 1988. I'm in my best friend. I'm in my best friend's 85 Maxima, going through the campus of A&T.
The boxy Maxima.
The boxy joint, and we hitting Back to Life, the acapella version when that beat hit.
Oh man!
I saw Troop that year.
And then you just knew the beat was coming.
Did you actually you got out the car? Did you parking lot pimp the whole time? Did you go watch the show? Did you see Troop?
We drove in a circle.
I saw Troop that day, bro.
We was too broke.
Spread my wings and fly away, man. I had my first taste of Boone's Farm that day, bro.
Not the Boone Farm.
If you want to see how the Running Man is really supposed to be done, go back to see if you can dig up footage with that song, that Troop joint, and the Soul to Soul joint.
Yeah.
If you couldn't do nothing else, you could do the Running Man to those songs.
Hey, wait. Hold on. Shout out to Boone's Farm.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Shout out to
Strawberry
St.
Hill.
Oh
And
man.
Shout out to
Shout out
Mad
to
Dog
geez.
2020.
Cisco.
Oh gosh.
and wait a minute. Hold on. And shout out to Brothers
Oh.
and James Peach. We thank you for your support. Let's
Oh
go.
man. I can't
Jeez.
think of the drink name, man. We called it liquid crack.
That was
Cisco,
was
brother.
Cisco.
Cisco.
That was Cisco.
Cisco.
Mm.
Cisco,
Never,
no.
never again in life.
Cisco, no.
I don't
go
even
back to
think I
Cisco.
could drink. I don't think I could do a shot of Cisco right now. I could not.
Not rich with the St. Ides.
But when St. Ides came out with the flavors,
Facts. You know what? Now we need to do a show on that. Let's get out of here.
What, different beverages?
Hey, hip hop
listen,
alcoholic.
all the way down to the black
It's a
cherry
culture.
Kool-Aid and the night train. What you mean?
Be-
Let's go
Because
on another show.
It's a culture. Because it's a culture. This and everything that came along with it. It's a whole lot of stuff dragging behind hip hop.
And then
a whole lot
Alizé
of
came into
stuff
play
behind
when the
hip-hop.
West Coast started vibing right. You look, what is it? Me Against the World.
Not Rich
Alizé.
influencing us. You
Hey, look.
gotta do
Hey,
it.
look. Hey, look. Private stock.
Mickey's. Yo, we need to do it like $25,000 pyramid. We need to
really
run
do.
it back and forth. We need to go ahead and have Veep say whatever the host used to say.
Sweetest.
Wow.
I'm gonna give one more memory as
Is
we
he
leave.
telling me to stop?
Don't spit it all out. Don't spit it all out. Somebody gonna do it. Keep your ideas. Keep your ideas. Keep it. Share it in a smaller circle. Not you two.
Let me give this one as we head out. And why am
I'm
I
gonna tip
moving
my
slow
brim.
motion? That's crazy.
Are you
Anyway.
silly? I'm like, oh my gosh. Private stock.
Man.
Sorry.
Way
Come on.
back when I had the red and black
Black
lumberjack
with the hat
with
to
the
match.
hat to match.
Remember rapping Duke? The hard.
Never thought
And if-
hip hop would take it this far.
And if that bottle was open bag, watch out.
Bruh.
Not the
Watch out.
hot rapping Duke. Okay, look. That's the one hit wonder edition. We're gonna debrief after this right here. Veep,
Hey.
I know.
Sarita.
Look, what? Yes, sir.
Aretha Franklin. Let me rock you, Aretha Franklin. That's all I want to do. Let me rock you, Aretha Franklin. That's all I want to do. Aretha Franklin.
Y'all are wild.
Where is he at?
Probably dead. He was 40 then.
Because he was with the white horse dude doing Do You Want to Ride the White Horse dude? He was with that cat.
Oh.
Now
they
I'm gonna have to
were
look that up.
All right.
Go ahead,
Hey.
Veep.
Veep, man, look him up, man. Look him up,
Am
man.
I
See if he'll do an
lagging?
interview.
I seem like I'm lagging. Am I lagging?
No, you're
Hello.
fine.
I'm fine. Okay. My whatever. Look, I'm gonna wrap this up, y'all, because y'all have us here to midnight easily, and it's all love. And it's all love. But look,
Frontin' niggas give me heebie-jeebies. We can literally go bar for bar on
That's
any
so
conversation and implement a hip hop lyric. Let's do
doubt.
that show, Veep. Y'all got me hyped.
Nina Simone and Deborah
I
Kagan
love
on your
y'all so
microphone.
much.
Ready or not, you can't
Yeah.
hide.
It's
So you see what I gotta work with, y'all. This is what happens when you have MCs and producers. They get together. It's just a melting pot.
It is what
And
it is.
there's no alcohol.
And we go on and on and on and on and on. And y'all know that song?
high off the love.
Absolutely.
I'm
man.
trying to figure out if Rapping Duke is still alive. Go ahead, Veep.
All right. So look, everybody.
Right
We
now.
love y'all. We thank y'all for
Hold on,
everything.
we gotta stop. Let's just check it out right now.
Thank y'all for chilling with us tonight and having a good time. Check us out next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like, definitely comment, and most definitely subscribe to the channel. And remember, just like Rakim said, it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. So keep it at on the center. Boom. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. God bless. Be safe.